Wow, I actually did it. I'm in math. This is awesome. It's okay, nothing can hurt me here. Wait a second. Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Wheeler and this is another episode of Lost in Math. Today we're talking about the coordinate plane. The coordinate plane is made up of a horizontal number line called the x-axis and a vertical number line called the y-axis, and together these form a grid, and this grid is referred to as the coordinate plane. So the coordinate plane is broken up into 4 quadrants. This is quadrant 1. And then they go counterclockwise. So this is quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. When we're talking about the quadrants, we have to use Roman numerals. I don't know why, just because. So know your Roman numerals, or at least 1 through 4, when you're talking about our 4 quadrants of a coordinate plane. Today we're mostly going to be learning about finding locations on a coordinate plane. To name a location, we use this thing called an ordered pair. An ordered pair is made up of 2 coordinates, an x-coordinate and a y-coordinate. The x-coordinate is a number along our x-axis, and our y-coordinate is a number along our y-axis. An ordered pair, x comes before y, just like in the alphabet. A, B, C, D, yada, 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 X, Y, Z. X is before y in the alphabet, and our x-coordinate is before our y-coordinate in an ordered pair. So for example, if I wanted to talk about point A, on my coordinate plane here, in order to name point A by an ordered pair, first I'd have to find its x-coordinate. It's at -4. And its y-coordinate is at +3. So if I was describing point A, I would use the ordered pair -4, 3. Ordered pairs are always in parentheses with comma in the middle. Could you find the coordinates of those other points on our graph? Point B is at the ordered pair -2, 1. It's at -2 on the x-axis and 1 on the y-axis. So it's at the ordered pair -2, 1. Point C is at the ordered pair -5, -2. It's at -5 on the x-axis and -2 on the y-axis. So it's at the ordered pair -5, -2. Point D is at the point 1, 4. It's at 1 on the x-axis, 4 on the y-axis. The point is 1, 4. And lastly, point E is at the ordered pair 3, -3. It's at 3 on the x-axis and -3 on the y-axis. So it's at the ordered pair 3, -3. So if you got all those, great job. If you didn't, hopefully you learned from your mistakes and are better for it. Last thing on the coordinate plane is the origin. The origin is where our 2 axes intersect, where the x-axis and y-axis intersect, so it's right there. The ordered pair of the origin is 0, 0, because it's at 0 on the x-axis and 0 on the y-axis, the origin, where our coordinate plane begins. So that's how we name points on the coordinate plane. On the back of our notes, we're going to try plotting points on the coordinate plane. And like my mother always said, why plot points when you can become points? That was weird. All right, I'm going to hang out here at the origin while y'all try the examples. Example A. First point A, it's at -2, 5. So the x-coordinate is -2, which is at -2 on the x-axis. The y-coordinate is +5. so I go up to positive 5 on the y-axis. Now I'm at the ordered pair negative 2, 5, which is at quadrant 2. B is at 3, negative 1, 3 on the x-axis, so I go forward 3 on the x-axis. My y-coordinate is negative 1, so I go down 1. And now I'm at my ordered pair 3, negative 1, which is in quadrant 4. Point C is at 2, 4, so that my x-coordinate is 2, so I go to 2 on the x-axis. Then I go to 4 on the y-axis, and I'm at my ordered pair 2, 4 in quadrant 1. Point D is at 0, negative 3. 0 is my x-coordinate. I'm already at 0 on the x-axis, so I don't go left or right. My y-coordinate is negative 3, so I go down 3. And now I'm at 0, negative 3. It's not in any of the quadrants, so we could write none, or more preferably, we could write y-axis, because I am on the y-axis. All right, time to get back to my body and hands and stuff. Okay, that's better. So that's how you plot points on a coordinate plane. Last thing, quick lesson today. We're just going to do the practice problems. So if you take a moment, try and plot all those points, and then we'll go over the answers real quick and be done. Okay, and all of the answers are there. Take a moment, look over them, check them with your answers, and be sure you got them all right. Or if you didn't, understand why you got them wrong. They're all pretty self-explanatory. I'm just going to talk about 2 of the points. I is at negative 7, 0. My x-coordinate is negative 7, and my y-coordinate is 0, so that's why it's on the x-axis. And on K, 0 is my x-coordinate, and 5 is my y-coordinate, so that's why it's on the y-axis. All the other ones are pretty straightforward, like I said. A is at negative 8, 3, so negative 8 on the x-axis, 3 on the y-axis. So plotting coordinates on a coordinate plane, pretty simple, but very important. So be sure and do a lot of practice problems. Thanks for coming down, and thanks for watching. And this was another episode of Lost in Math. Bye, guys. This is quadrant 1 up here. Wait a second. Up here. Today we're mostly going to be learning about how to find coordinates. No. It is at negative 2 on the x-axis and 1 on the y-axis. So B is at negative 1 axis. So it's down in quadrant 4 at negative 3, 3. No, it's at positive 3, negative 3. Lastly, point E is at the all right, so that's how we name points on the coordinate plane. On the back, we're going to try graphing points, plotting points. I like plotting points. So that's how we graph. No, it's not how we graph. So that's how we plot points on the coordinate plane. No, that's how we name points on the coordinate plane. All right, that's better. So